I'll be reading from the Tempest, Act 3, Scene 1. Fernandad, there have been some sports are painful, and their labor, delight in them sets off some kind of baseness, are nobly undergone, and most pure matters point to rich ends. This my mean task will be as heavy to be as odious. But the mistress, which I serve quickness, what's dead, and makes my labor's pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's craft, and he's composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up. Upon a sore injunction, my sweet mistress weeps when she sees my work, and says, such baseness had never like an executor. I forget, but these sweet dreams, I refresh my labors, most busy less when I do it.
Alas, now pray you, work not so hard, I would the lightning had burnt up those logs that you are enjoyed to pile. Pray, set it down and rest you, when the burns 'twill weep for having wearied you. My father is hard at study, pray now, rest yourself, he's safe for these 3 hours.
O most dear mistress, the sun was set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, give me that, I'll carry it to the pile.
Precious creature, I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you shall such dishonor undergo, while I sit lazy by.
It will become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my good will is to it, and yours it is against.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
Noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me. When you are by at night, I do beseech you, chiefly that I might say in my prayers, what is your name?
Miranda, oh my father, I have broke your hiss to say so.
Admire Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, worth. What's dearest to the world? Full many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time the harmony of their tongue hath into bondage. Brought my too diligent ear, for several virtues have I like several women? Never any with so fond soul, but some defect in her did quarrel with the noblest grace she owed, and put it to the fall. But you, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of ever creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex, no woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own. Nor have I seen more that I may call men than you, good friend, and my dear father, how features are abroad, I am skilless of, but by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish a companion in the world but you, and can imagination from a shape, besides yourself to like of, but I prattle something too wildly, and my father's precepts I therein do forget.
I am in my condition, a prince, Miranda. I do think, a king, I would, not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery that to suffer the flesh fly blow my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service? There resides, to make me slave to it, and for your sake, I am this patient law, man.
Do you love me?
O heaven, O earth, bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event. If I speak true, if hollowly, invert, what best is boding me to mischief? I beyond all limit of what else I the world do love, prize, honor you.
I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Fair encounter of two most rare affections. Heaven's rain grace on that which breeds between them.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness that dare not offer what I desire to give, and much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself, the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning, and prompt me, plain and holy innocence. I am your wife, it you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid, to be your fellow. You may deny me, but I'll be your servant, whether you will or no.
My mistress, dearest, and thus humble ever.
My husband then?
Hey, what the heart is willing, as bondage of freedom. Here's my hand.
in mine with my heart in it. And now farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000,000!
So glad of this as they I cannot be, who are surprised withal, but my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
This is Act 3, Scene 2, from the Tempest. Tell not me, when the bud is out, we will drink water, not a drop before, therefore bear it up, and boredom, servant monster, drink to me.
Servant monster, the folly of this island? They say there's but 5 upon this isle. We are 3 of them. If the other 2 be brain like us, the state totters.
Drink, servant monster, when I bid thee. Thy eyes are almost set in thy head.
Where should they be set else? He were a brave monster indeed, if they were set in his tail.
My man monster had drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, the sea cannot drown me. I swam, ere I could recover the shore, 35 leagues off and on. By this light thou shalt be lieutenant. Monster are my standard.
Your lieutenant, if you list, he's no standard.
Will not run, Monsieur Monster.
Nor go neither, but you'll lie like dogs and yet say nothing neither.
Mooncalf, speak once in thy life, if thou beest the good mooncalf.
How does thy honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I'll not serve him. He's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster. I am in case to justle a constable. Why, thou debauched fish thou, was there ever a man a coward that hath drunk so much sack as I do today? Wilt thou tell a monstrous lie, being but half a fish and half a monster?
Lo, how he mocks me. Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Lord, quoth he, that a monster should be such a natural.
Lo, lo again, bite him to death, I prithee.
Tranquilio, keep a good tongue in your head. If you prove a mountaineer, the next tree. The poor monster's my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Wilt thou be pleased to hearken once again to suit I made to thee? Dang, somebody got
Mary, will I kneel and repeat it? I will stand, and so shall Tranquilio.
As I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning hath cheated me of the island. Thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou. I would my valiant master would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Tranquilio, if you trouble him any more in his tale, by this hand I will supplement some of your tea.
Why, I said nothing.
Mom then, and no more. Proceed.
I say by sorcery he got this isle. I from he got it. Thy greatest will revenge it on him. For I know thou darest, but the thing dare not.
That's most certain.
Thou shalt be lord of it, and I serve thee.
How now shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring thee to the party?
Yeah, my lord. I'll yield him thee asleep, where thou mayest knock a nail into his bed. What a pie then is this, thou scurvy patch? I do beseech thy greatness, give him blows and take his bottle from him. When that's gone, he shall drink not but brine, for I'll not show him where the quick freshes are.
Tranquilio, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monster who would further. And by this hand, I'll turn my mercy outdoors, and make a stockfish of thee.
Why, what did I? I did nothing. I'll go farther off.
Then thou'st not say he lied? Do I so? Take thou that. Beat Tranquilio, as you like this. Give me the lie another time.
I did not give the lie. Out o'er your wits in bearing too, a pox o' your bottle, this can sack in drinking do. Murrain on your monster, and the devil take your fingers.
Ha ha ha!
Now forth your tale. Prithee, stand farther off.
Beat him enough, and after a while, I'll beat him too.
Stand farther. Come, proceed.
Why, as I told thee, 'tis a custom with him, either afternoon to sleep, there thou mayest brain him, having first seized his books, or with a log batter his skull, or punch him with a stake, or cut his wizen with thy knife. Remember first to possess his books, for without them he's but a sot as I am, nor hath not one spirit to command. They all do hate him as rootedly as I. Burn but his books, he has brave utensils, for so he calls them, which when he has a house, he'll deck with all, and that mostly deep to consider is the beauty of his daughter. He himself calls for a non-peril. I never saw a woman, but only Sycorax, my dam, and she. But she as far surpasseth Sycorax, as greatest does least.
Is it so brave at last?
Ay, Lord, she will become thy bed, I warrant, and bring thee forth brave brood.
Monster, I will kill this man. His daughter and I will be king and queen. Save our graces, and Tranquilio, and thyself shall be Veserius. Doest thou like the plot, Tranquilio?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I am sorry I beat thee, but while thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will he be asleep? Wilt thou destroy him then?
Ay, on mine honor.
Thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure. Let us be jocund. Will you troll the catch you taught me, but while ere?
At thy request, monster, I will do reason. Any reason. Come on, Tranquilio, let us sing. Flout him and scout him and scout him and flout him. Thought is free.
That's not the tune.
What is this saying?
This is the tune of our catch, played by the picture of nobody.
If thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, take as thou list.
Oh, forgive me my sins.
He that dies pays all debts. I defy thee. Mercy upon us.
Art thou afeared?
No, monster, not I.
Be not afraid. The isle is full of noises, sounds and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I then had walked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. And then, in dreaming, the clouds methought would open and show riches, ready to drop upon me, that when I waked, I cried to dream again.
This will prove a brave kingdom to me, where I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prospero is destroyed.
That shall be by and by. I remember the story.
The sound is going away. Let's follow it, and after do our work.
Lead, monster. We'll follow. I could see this tabia. He lays it on.
Wilt come. I'll follow Stefano.